Well, good afternoon, Jetty Rockers. Welcome back to Jetty Rocks Fishing. In this video, we're going to answer the question I get all the time. I get this question probably, I'd say 10 to 15, maybe even 20 times a day. I get this question a lot. Is it worth doing YouTube videos? Is YouTube worth it? So we're going to talk a little bit about that in this video. If that's something you're interested in learning, stick around, check it out. Okay, so to quite simply answer the question, is YouTube worth it? Is doing YouTube fishing videos worth it? Yes. The answer is yes, it is worth it. Is it hard? Is it hard to get into? I'd say yes. It's a little difficult to get traction nowadays because there's so many people doing it. But don't let that be a deterrent to you. Just get out there, film your videos, put them out on YouTube, and just that alone is worth it. I don't care if you make any money at it or not at first. I don't care what it is or what the reason is you have to get into it to do it. It is worth it. I get great enjoyment out of making videos, out of seeing the finished product, and sharing the videos with you guys. When I started this channel back in 2017, my idea and my reason for doing YouTube videos was just so my family had videos to look back to and enjoy if something was to happen to me. Basically like a legacy to leave my kids or leave my family. So, you know, when my parents died, when my mother passed away, my dad passed away. Fortunately, when my dad passed away, I did have a couple videos with him in it. Not many, but I did have a couple with him in it. So I am able to go back and look at those videos, and I get great enjoyment out of that. Unfortunately, I was not able to do that with my mother because she passed away many years ago. About the same time my daughter Cheyenne was born. So I didn't get a chance to do that, and I always regretted that. I wish I had something to at least look back with her. So that was my driving force into doing YouTube back in 2017, was just to go out as a family with me and my wife and my kids, record some fishing videos because we love fishing together. That's something we do as a family, and we could look back at it and enjoy the videos. And it was at a place that I could put them, that I could just keep making videos and put in there, and there was always a platform I could go to and watch it. So that was my driving force when I first got into YouTube. Now fast forward a couple years, you know, I was working at Boston Whaler. I was doing that, you know, I worked there for 20-something years, 22 years, and it came to a point where I was just fishing on the weekends. I was putting the videos up, and I started making money on these videos. Not a lot of money. At first, I'd say in the first couple years, when I first got monetized, it took me 2 years to get monetized. So at the beginning of 2019, I was monetized, and I started making a little bit of money. And it wasn't a lot of money. It was enough money to pay a water bill, enough money to pay a light bill. And it got to the point where it was enough money to pay my truck payment and stuff like that. So it was helping out, but that was not my driving factor. I was not doing YouTube to make money, but it happened. It did. I did not expect it, but it did. So fast forward from 2019 to 2020, at the end of 2020, I was able to quit my job at Boston Whaler. Been there for 20-something years, and I was able to go into full-time doing YouTube, and I was doing okay. I wasn't getting rich by any means. If your driving force is to get into YouTube to get rich, yes, it can happen. It can happen, and it can happen in the fishing community. There's quite a few out there that have done quite well. You know, just to name a few: Blue Gabe Deer Meat for Dinner, Blacktip H, just to name a few, have made a lot of money doing YouTube videos. But there's a lot of us out there that just make a modest living doing YouTube, and that's okay, and that's where I want to be. I'm totally happy with that. So you got to kind of decide when you start doing these YouTube videos, especially in the fishing niche, what is it you want to get out of it? Do you want to do it just for enjoyment? I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I love it. Even if I didn't make any money at all on YouTube, I still would make the videos and put them out there just for the simple fact I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy seeing the content. With that being said, though, you know, once you decide if you want to do it for money or do it for enjoyment, like with me, I was making enough money now that I could quit, and I did. I quit my job of 20-something years, and I started doing YouTube full time. And there were some challenges with that. It got a little harder because I didn't have nothing to fall back on, nothing as a cushion if I didn't do good this month, because with YouTube, you get paid once a month. And it's all depending on how your videos did that month. And also you got to understand with YouTube, there's nobody you can just call to and complain. You work for a company that you can't talk to your boss. You can't talk to any managers. You can't really see, you can't ask anybody how you're doing. You got to kind of figure that out yourself through the analytics. So there's some things right there you got to get used to, but it is a good way of doing it. It is a good way of making a living. It is definitely a good way to make extra income. It is a great side hustle, absolutely a great side hustle, which right now YouTube is my side hustle because I'm a charter captain. I'm a full-time charter captain. I make a great living doing that, but YouTube definitely helps me. I get a lot of my clients from YouTube. And having the YouTube and the charter business together is an awesome combination. They work very well with each other, and it has worked for me. But for you, you got to find out what works for you. What's the best avenue of approach for you? Do you want to do it as a side hustle? Do you want to do it as full time? You got to make those decisions for yourself and see how your content does. See how your content grows on YouTube and what kind of response you get. And one thing I will tell you is if you want to get into YouTube, and a lot of people ask me, should I do it? Is it worth it? Is find out what you want to get from YouTube. Are you doing it just because you want to make money? Are you doing it just to get rich? Those are not good reasons to get into YouTube, to be quite honest with you. Can you make some money with it? Yes. Will you make some money with it? Most likely. Will you get rich? I still ain't got rich. I'm not rich by any means, but I do make a decent living with YouTube and my full-time job together. Now, there is people out there that have gotten very rich on YouTube, and it is possible. In the fishing niche, it's kind of a smaller knit thing to get rich. Very few people get rich on YouTube doing the fishing niche, but it is possible. It is very possible. But can you make a good living at it? Yes, definitely in conjunction with something else. You can make a really good living at it. But the one thing about YouTube, yes, it is worth it. I would definitely say 100% it's worth it, but it can be difficult, and you got to understand that. It's not a walk in the park. You're just not going to make videos, and this is what happens. You make money. No. There's a lot of things that come along with YouTube that a lot of people don't expect, and we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. Well, first of all, I hope there's not a lot of background noise because I got people out here mowing the grass and doing lawn stuff, so there's a lot of noise. Hopefully it's not showing up too bad on the video. But to get into what some of the cons are with YouTube, because the pro is it's enjoyable. You can make some money at it. You do have the chance to really make a lot of money at it, but there's a lot of cons with it too. One of the cons, kind of not a con, you just can't get into YouTube, think you're going to make a video once in a while and you're going to gain all these subscribers and you're going to make a ton of money and it's going to be great. No. YouTube, if you get into YouTube and you start making videos, it never stops. Like, I never stop. You don't ever really have what you would call a day off. You're constantly trying to think of content. You're constantly trying to film the content, and then you have the editing and all that stuff to make the video. And then when you put it up on YouTube, you got a lot of stuff you got to consider doing that. You know, go look at the analytics. There's a lot of things with it. Some of the things you got to think about, some of the things people don't think about, is YouTube is a lifestyle. It's not just you make a couple of videos, put it out, and all these wonderful things happen. No, you got to live it. You got to live making YouTube videos. You got to, every chance you get, you're thinking of content. You got all the content you got to come up with. You got to film the content. Then you have editing. You have all these things that you have to do in order to get this video out there in front of people. And then you got to title it right. You got to make a good thumbnail. You got to do a lot of different things to hopefully increase your chances of being seen and getting that video out there to more people, which will eventually make you more money. And then you got to decide what is success. For some people, hundreds of thousands of views is success. For other people, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views is success. For me, with my videos, I'm happy if I get anywhere from 4 to 10,000 views per video. I'm totally happy with that. That is good for me. But you got to decide that. Some people get upset if they don't make 100,000 views. You can't do that. You can't get upset with that, because not every video you put out is going to be a banger and go viral and make those kind of views. You're going to have a lot of videos that just get modest views, like 5,000, 6,000, or even 10, 20, 30,000. So you got to kind of understand that and be happy with what you get to some degree. You know, if I based my channel off me getting views, I'd have quit a long time ago. So for me, I don't base my channel off views. I base it off how the content comes out and some of the interactions I get on the videos. And I know my subscriber base, even though I have 170,000 plus subscribers, my subscriber base really is small, who actually watch all my videos. It's about 10,000, I'd say around 10,000 loyal subscribers that watch just about every video that I get. And to me, that's important, and that's what I look forward to, and that's what I like. And I'll tell you, one big misconception people have with YouTube is the subscribers versus views. Subscribers, they're great. If you tell somebody, hey, I got 10,000 subscribers, or you tell somebody I have 170,000 subscribers, they think, oh wow, you're successful. You did really good. You got so many subscribers. But subscribers really are not important. They really are not. You talk to anybody that actually does YouTube and makes videos and been doing it for a while, they'll tell you real quick, subscribers really are not that important. You can have 5,000 subscribers and get 100,000 views every video. You're doing well. You're doing very good. Me, I have 170,000 subscribers and I get 5,000 to 10,000 views per video. You know what I'm saying? So subscribers, views does not equal out. You can have a whole bunch of subscribers and not get that many views. So views are way more important. Views are what you drive for. Views are what you try to push to try to get. So that way, more views you get, the more money you get, not more subscribers you get, the more money you get, is definitely the views. And another thing a lot of YouTubers do, I don't personally, but a lot of YouTubers, what they'll do is they'll get partnerships with other people. They'll do sponsors, and they'll put, sponsor ads in their video. They'll talk about a product or something, or they'll have people give them a product and you try it out in the video. A lot of stuff like that. And then you have the affiliate program with Amazon. A lot of people do that or those kind of things to help supplement their income, and that's a great idea. I chose personally myself not to do that because I lean more towards my charter business. My charter business is my other form of income, and then YouTube. That's just kind of how I like it right now. Doesn't mean that one day I may not change and start doing that. I very well could. It just depends. Depends on where my life is. Depends on how things are going. But as of right now, I have chose not to do that. But that is something for you to think about, because that is a really good idea and a good way of making more money. If that's what you're doing YouTube for, is to make money, that is something you might want to think about when you start getting into a channel. Okay, so let's start talking about some of the negative things about YouTube. One of the big negatives is YouTube can drop you anytime they want. They can stifle your views anytime they want. The algorithm can sometimes be hard to figure out. And some days you're doing really good, some days you're not doing good. So those are kind of things you got to understand when you get into YouTube, that there's going to be some challenges. Everybody's going to have these challenges, not just the small channels. Big channels have these challenges as well. You can't, like I said, you can't talk to nobody and the algorithm. But there's also other things that people don't think about. The comment section. That is actually my biggest nemesis, is the comment section. In my opinion, if it was for me, I would rather YouTube completely do away with the comment section. I personally hate the comment section. And I have a lot of friends that are YouTubers that feel the same way. The comment section, yes, it keeps you in contact with some of your base, and you can talk to some of them. And for the most part, your base is awesome, and everybody treats you well. And you get a lot of good feedback, and you get a lot of cool camaraderie out of the comment section. And I've met some really cool people out of the comment section. But there's that one, I'd say probably 10% that really screws it up for everybody. You put out content, you put out a video, there's going to be people that are going to say a lot of bad stuff about it. There just are. There's just those kind of people out there. And it does make doing YouTube a little less enjoyable. than it should. It really does. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. If it was up to me, if YouTube said, hey, what's the one thing I could change? I say get rid of the comment section. Because let's face it, if you watch TV, you watch a movie, you watch a TV show, you can't get on there and comment all kinds of stuff and say all kinds of crap about it. You just watch it, take it in, you like it, you didn't like it, and that's that. With YouTube and social media, they've given the viewers the chance to go back and say stuff. And for the most part, people are awesome. People are great. But there's these people that no matter what you put out, no matter what you do, they got something bad to say about it. And if you can't handle that, if negative criticism really bothers you or you have a hard time with that, YouTube is not the place for you. I'll tell you that right now. Because it will challenge you. There'll be days you'll get up, you think you put out a great video, you'll go to look at the comment section to answer some comments, and there'll be someone on there that could say some stuff that will about ruin your whole day, will piss you off and ruin your whole day. It's going to happen. So be prepared for that. And if you don't think that you can handle that or you can take all that stuff with a grain of salt, don't get into YouTube, because I'm telling you, it'll get to you. It really will. So if you're watching this video or you've been thinking about whether you should do a video or not, I would say definitely go for it. You got nothing to lose really, except some time. Definitely get out there, do it, make the content, figure out what kind of content you want to make. And if you want to do the fishing niche, there is a lot of competition and you need to know that. Just about everybody who fishes has a YouTube channel now. Just about everybody. And you got to understand that. But you know what? That makes it cool for people to watch, and you see a lot of different stuff. And they also, if you look at some of these channels, they give you different ideas. And then you can also interact with those channels and maybe make some friendships like I have. I mean, I got Ian from Tug Trash. Him and I have become friends, and we interact with each other. You got Chris from Salty Strikes. Him and I interact with each other and make content together. Bill from Jacked Up Fishing. I've made videos. It's been a while, but I've made videos with JC from Rad Reeling to different channels. I've even did a video one time with Blue Gabe a long time ago, and Kelly, back when he was dating Kelly, a long time ago. But you get to meet new people and interact with new people, and it gives you new ideas, gives you different ideas, and it's just a cool community to be a part of. It really is. So if you're thinking about it, my advice is jump in it and do it. All the negative stuff I set aside with the comment section, just do it. And see what you come up with, see what you can be, see what you can create, because you never know. You could be the next channel that just completely blows up on YouTube. You never know. All right, y'all. Well, I think I've talked enough about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of it. I know I don't get real technical on stuff like this because I'm just not a real technical based person. I'm pretty much bare bones, do this, do that, straightforward. That's my approach to life. This is how I do things. And if you guys can get a little bit of information out of this and it helps you and kind of helps you in that push to go start a channel, then I've accomplished what I wanted to do in this video. And I appreciate that very much. Hope you guys liked it. Please get in the comment section and interact. Tell me if hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Thank you for this or whatever. Let me know how you took the video, how you liked the video. And hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one. And hopefully I will see one of y'all's videos on YouTube one day. So tight lines, y'all. See you on the next one.